I don't know. And then finally, it was his son Nathaniel who became a real good golfer and shit. That I actually did look up and found out. So also later on, Lindsay became an author. Yeah, that's right. He wrote a book, and it was called 1983 or 1986 memoir of his that it was entitled "I Did It My Way." And then in 1991, well, he did it his way again when he killed himself. Yeah, I assume it was because he was like, "Oh, fuck you, Dad. You know, look what I had to live up to be. I never got to be this," and you know, all this other shit. And I'm sure he also was a bad dad because you know his dad was a bad dad. And then, well, a few years later, Dennis killed himself with also a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He was 56, and you know, Dennis and Lindsay both would say, "Hey, you know, my dad's a piece of shit," very vocally, and you know. The first family seemed to get it really bad, and the second family, they got all the good Bing Crosby, if that's the case. Anyway, that happens a lot, you know, the first wives and kids, it seems like they did the real shit, and like the second wife and the kids, they seem to get the real good shit left over, you know what I mean? It never happened with me. When I would like marry again, I'd make sure that that wife would get shit, and my kids would get shit, you know? So it was spread it around, all good things. Bing Crosby would also, Crosby, not Crosby, but Crosby. He'd also have many affairs. He'd go on USO tours, and you know, on these tours, he wasn't just all singing like, "Why Christmas, shooby-doo-wop, and quaif, quaif." He was also raping, like, you know, little boys, the foreigners, you know, from the other side. I'm sure raping little girls from the other side, maybe age-appropriate girls from the other side. And he was probably, you know, beating the living shit out of the girls and, you know, also wives. So don't make you think that he was all like fucking sunshine and rainbows and shit. This was Bing Crosby, you know. Yeah, and also you made David Bowie gay. Even though David Bowie was gay in the 60s, like, he was really like, oh shit, I'm really gay now that I'm singing with, you know, Bing Crosby doing that Little Drummer Boy and shit, and they fucked. And that's another episode for Really Bad Dads. Another one in the books. This one's Bing Crosby. So I'll see you next time when we have another episode of Really Bad Dads. Yeah, Really Bad Dads. I'm here to tell you about Really Bad Dads. Yeah, that song sucks too. Fuck it.